Hari Om. Next mantra will be specifically looking in the Vayus. Mantra 23b, 24. I remind you, it's the Yoga Chudamani Upanishads. So we're reading through actual Sanskrit mantras. We're reading translation. And then we're looking on the commentary provided by the Swami Satyanandharma of Bihar school. So here we have a nice little picture of your pranic bodies. And in my previous series, we really dive into that. So I have a lot of videos you can come back and rewatch. There will be always something different coming through me to talk about this because I don't write scripts. I just read text. And whatever is come to me during the reading, I allow it to transmit in the video. Mantra 23b, 24, location of the Pancha Vayus, Pancha 5 Vayus. Hridi Prana Shito Nilyamapano Guda Mandale. Samano Nabhideshe tu Udanach Kantamadhyayach Vyanach Sarva Shariri tu Pradhanach Pancha Vayuvach. In translation is Prana is located in the heart and Apana is always in the lower regions. Samana is located in the navel region and Udana is the throat region. Vyana moves into the entire body. These are 5 principal vital airs. And okay, so that's it's very simple, very just showing you what is what. But in the same time, it's like whole workshop, universe, study, understanding of the world can be put into this sentence. So let's have a look what the commentary provided to us. The mantra states that prana is situated in the heart region. The prana referred to here is Sthula prana, or the physical manifestation of energy. This prana belongs to a specific part of the body located in the region between the larynx and diaphragm. It is associated with the respiratory tract, heart, and the oesophagus, together with the muscles and nerves that activate them. Prana is primarily an upward moving force, which also moves downwards. It is the force by which the breath is drawn in and then expelled, and food and liquid are swallowed. One of the very important locations here, so a lot of happening we have in the heart. We have our Hridaya Kasha here location. We have our all the respiratory located here in our lungs. And this is the passage actually for food, swallowing the water, for passage for absorbing the oxygen and all vital elements from the air, atmosphere. It's also the way where we actually observe the prana when we're breathing. And that's why so many breathing techniques are very important to learn, to study, to just physically open up your lungs and learn to correctly absorb the air. And then do it on a different spiritual way levels. And here it says it's mostly lifting upwards, and from time to time it goes down. So, or when you, for example, breathe in, you have to breathe in deeply. So you kind of using abdominals, diaphragm. So we open up more lungs, and we encourage to air, actual air, and the prana come into our deeper parts of the lungs, also at the back as well. And then when we exhale, it's going upwards. But majority of this energetic flow kind of I feel as well is upwards, especially through the meditation and yoga practice, because that's the place where we're kind of going towards all this Vishuddhis, throat area, and towards the head, towards the Ajna chakra and Sahasrara and so on. So it's a very important part of your yoga practice as well. Very commonly, it's also associated with the elements. Usually, I talk about this in the chakra, Anahata, the heart chakra, in this element here, more or less, it'll be fire around the abdominals, but we're looking for this section. So it's mostly the heart area, Anahata realm, and it's the air. And air in your body is a very important part of your existence on this planet. So nevertheless, we need water so much. We composed of a lot of water. We have a solid part, solid elements of us. We have fire, like energetic, but the air is something, or the gases, it's a very important substance. It's moving stuff. It's fueling something. It's getting rid of something, gases you don't need. Not enough air, too much air. All these disturbances will be here around the heart, more felt. And physically, you can experience it like short breath, heart problem, heart disease. And usually it's related to this emotions tract around the heart. We'll talk about this in the chakra course a lot, because when it's related to Anahata. Just like a quick association with this Vayu is, but from the basics, like absorb Prana, that's what the lungs are, the heart beat, that's your place of your love and unconditioned love and all these things which are getting beyond the animal existence. And it's a very important point of when you're already transiting. We talked about this in previous mantras. Next Vayu, Apana. Apana flows in the lower regions between the navel and the perineum, and it's downward moving force which is responsible for the elimination of urine, feces, gas, wind, sexual fluids, menstrual blood, and the fetus at the time of birth, baby. It provides energy for the functioning of the large intestine, kidneys, bladder, anus, genitals, and womb. And by listing just all these organs, important for our just basic existence. We cannot exist without losing urine and get rid of our solid feces. We cannot exist without giving a birth. We cannot give a birth without producing the material and using those organs there. So everything related to these things, which it will be related to our Muladhara, mostly Svatisthana and partially Manipura, related to this realm of the Apana Vayu. And Apana Vayu, it's one of the main reasons people sit cross-legged in yoga, and people sit on the floor. I personally feel the big tendency of, if I don't sit cross-legged or just sit on the floor some time of the day, I feel very exhausted. Like I feel drained. I feel like somebody put heavy rocks on my legs towards the end of the day, and sometimes I even reverse, so I have to put my legs high. And it's also like tendency of my body, tendency of me getting easier to absorb water, this kind of stuff. So the Apana Vayu drag physically even happens, and that's why we yogis trying to sit cross-legged most of the time, and especially in meditations, because you don't want to drain your energy through your legs. So everything in your body, even your hairs, where we put away hairs, it's like a channels of your energy to dissipate. Yep. And the legs, one of the very important ones, they're big, there's the biggest muscles, you have big two channels through your legs, and everything down below your Muladhara, which is the groin, your legs, you'll be related to lower realms of, there's some chakras that come from the animal world, and that's what the animals are living off. So Muladhara, basically the lower chakra for us, which we work with for animals, it's the highest, it's the Sahasrara or Ajna Sahasrara probably. I cannot say for sure, I talked about this before, but there's no, well, probably I didn't look properly, but I heard some discrepancies about the animals, chakra worlds, and how they reincarnate, because if you believe in reincarnation, the animals stay very long, reincarnate in the animal world, because it's very hard for them to surpass it. So they have to have some kind of human qualities, like sacrifice or unconditional love, something like that. So they live on the instinct, or they're ruled by the instinct, and barely the animals, often with the help of the gurus they can, but otherwise it's hard for them to surpass it. It's very interesting, but we kind of inherit all this, what in animal stage of evolution we had spiritual evolution, and we have higher chakras in reincarnation as the human being. If you follow all these things in the Buddhism, you know better about all these lower worlds. And so we're trying to basically just shut down, so we don't want our energy go there. That's why we usually do not practice meditations or pranayama with sitting in a chair. Unless you totally cannot move, you have to sit in a chair with the legs down. It would encourage just sit on the floor, not even cross-legged, but just sit on the floor so your legs kind of level with your hips. I will ask on the last resort, okay, you can sit on a chair, your legs down, and you can meditate or do pranayama. It will be better than do nothing, but at the same time, it will be like a lot of your energy will work with, it's going to be drained through your legs. Similar with the fingers, you know, when you sit, you meditate, your close fingers, take mudras, any mudras. The moment you assume any mudra, you feel straight away already centered, already collected, already more present. Yeah. So think about these things during your practice. Same encourage your posture, the absolutely upright body, straight spine will encourage better flow through the channels and more balance in your body. And faster progress in your yoga practice. So let's have a look next. Samana is located in the region between the diaphragm and navel. So that's the Manipura mostly realm. It's controlled the digestive system, including the stomach, small intestine, liver, pancreas, in the secretion of these organs. Samana is the later moving force, which is responsible for the assimilation of nutrition, as well the heating and cooling of the body. It also activates the heart and the circulatory system. Samana is your power, it's your stove, your oven, your energy, something that will cool you down when you need to, something that will heat you up. And you straight away start thinking about these organs related to Samana, the function which they in physical body carry into your mental, emotional, and spiritual, the character formation of you as well. So all these things so immensely connected, and like a puzzle, they fit one to other. Just every time I always come back to scriptures or just descriptions or comments, it's every time amazes me how well thought through it is, how it's amazingly perfect, this system. Yeah?